Good morning students and welcome to another online biology class of St. Michael's Academy. Today I am going to start the part 2 portion of chemical coordination and regulation chapter. So let's start. First we are starting with hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a small region of the brain. It is located at the base of the brain near the pituitary gland. While it's very small, the hypothalamus plays a crucial role in many important functions, including releasing hormones, regulating body temperature, etc. Hypothalamus actually is a small central region of the human brain. You can see this. This is the diagram of hypothalamus, formed by nervous fibers and a conglomerate of nuclear bodies with various functions. The hypothalamus is considered to be a link structure between the nervous and the endocrine system. Its main function being to maintain the homeostasis of the body. You can see hypothalamus. Hormones are releasing from it, that is prolactin, ACTS, TSH, GH, FSH plus LH, AVP and OXT. The hormones produced in the hypothalamus are corticotrophin releasing hormone, dopamine growth hormone releasing hormone, somatostatin gonadotrophin releasing hormone and thyrotrophin releasing hormone. You see prolactin hormone function milk production, ACTH function secretion of glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid. Means ACTH hormone function is this. TSH secretion of thyroid hormone, GH growth promotion, lipid and carbohydrate metabolism, FSH and LH are growth hormone. This is gonad hormone. So growth of reproductive system, sex hormone production, osmohomeostasis, vessel constriction, social behaviors, uterine contraction, milk ejection, social behaviors. This is the function of OXT, the last one. Next one is pituitary gland. Anatomical position and relations of pituitary gland. It is a pea-sized oval structure suspended from the underside of the brain by the pituitary stalk, known as the infundibulum. It sits within a small depression in the sphenoid bone, known as the sella turcica. You can see this is pituitary. The pituitary gland is called the master gland, as the hormones it produces control so many different processes in the body. It senses the body's need and sends signals to different organs and glands throughout the body to regulate their function and maintain an appropriate environment. You can see the diagram of pituitary gland, pars nervosa, and this is green color is pars intermedia and pars distalis and pars tuberalis. Actually, pituitary has been divided into two parts, anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary gland. Now, anterior pituitary is divided into pars distalis and pars tuberalis. The front portion of the pituitary, a small gland in the head called the master gland. The front portion of the pituitary is called anterior pituitary. Hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary influence growth, sexual development, skin pigmentation, thyroid function, and adrenocortical function. So, corticotrophic hormone or ACTH. Actually, anterior pituitary secretes these hormones. First one, ACTH or adrenocorticotropic hormone. Second one, TSH or thyroid stimulating hormone. Third one, LH or luteinizing hormone. Fourth one, FSH or follicle stimulating hormone. PRL or prolactin. GH or growth hormone, and MSH or melanocyte stimulating hormone. You can see the diagram. In the diagram also it has been shown all the names of all the hormones. TSH from thyroid, ACTH from adrenal cortex, FSH and LH from testes or ovaries, growth hormones from entire body, prolactin from mammary glands in mammals, endorphins from pain receptors in the brain. That means thyroid secretes TSH. Adrenal cortex secretes ACTH like this. Now see endocrine cells of the anterior pituitary. Blood vessels, red color one is blood vessels, and releasing hormones from hypothalamus. That dotted portion in the blood vessels. Now trophic hormone. Those hormones which control the functional activities of other endocrine glands, that is target glands, are known as basically trophic hormones. So trophic hormone is a hormone that has a growth effect, hyperplasia or hypertrophy on the tissue it is stimulating. Trophic hormones from the anterior pituitary include thyroid stimulating hormone, that is TSH or thyrotropin, stimulates the thyroid gland, increasing the size and number of cells. The four trophic hormones of the anterior pituitary gland are follicle stimulating hormone or FSH, luteinizing hormone or LH, adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH, and thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. Next one is posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary actually secretes oxytocin and vasopressin hormone. The posterior pituitary consists mainly of neuronal projections or axons of magnocellular neurosecretory cells extending from the supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei of the hypothalamus. Posterior pituitary is divided into pars nervosa and infundibulum. Stalk portion infundibulum and pars nervosa, the brown color portion of in the diagram. Now, vasopressin or antidiuretic hormone or ADH function is increases water permeability of renal collecting ducts. Increases water permeability of renal collecting ducts. And oxytocin stimulates contraction of mammary gland, myoepithelial cells, and uterine smooth muscle. Now the next one is pineal body. Pineal gland or pineal body. Endocrine gland is an endocrine gland found in vertebrates that is the source of melatonin, a hormone derived from tryptophan that plays a central role in the regulation of circadian rhythm. It's considered a somewhat mysterious organ as its function was discovered last of the endocrine glands. The pineal gland was once dubbed the third eye, which originated for many reasons, ranging from its location deep in the center of the brain to its connection to light. So why pineal body is called third eye? This is the answer. Now next, this is the pineal gland in the diagram. It secretes first melatonin hormone. Target organ is brain, and effects or principal effects, it regulates timing of puberty, influence mood. Next one is serotonin. Target organ is brain. It regulates timing of puberty and influence mood. The next one we are going to discuss, that is thyroid gland. The thyroid or thyroid gland is an endocrine gland in the neck consisting of two connected lobes. The lower two-thirds of the lobes are connected by a thin band of tissue called the thyroid isthmus. The thyroid is located at the front of the neck, below the Adam's apple. The main hormone is thyroxine, also called T4. Thyroid hormones act throughout the body, influencing metabolism, growth, and development. It makes two hormones that are secreted into the blood, thyroxine or T4 and triiodothyronine or T3. These hormones are necessary for all the cells in your body to work normally. Now see the diagram. Here hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism has been shown. Hyperthyroidism is due to too much thyroid hormone, and hypothyroidism is due to too little secretion of thyroid hormone. So you can see where actually thyroid gland located, and hyper and hypothyroidism. Now last but not the least gland I'm discussing today, that is parathyroid gland. Parathyroid glands are four small glands of the endocrine system which regulate the calcium in our bodies. You can see the second diagram, the four small round portion. It's called parathyroid glands. It's coming in the diagram. You can see brown color is thyroid, and these are parathyroid and hormone PTH, parathyroid hormone. This is also regulating by dotted line, it has been shown. And in the upper diagram, it has been shown that hyperparathyroidism. That means it's a disease. One lobe of parathyroid gland is becoming large. You can see. So the flow of parathyroid hormone or PTH is increasing. And in the other portion, the flow of parathyroid hormone is decreasing in case of hyperparathyroidism. Now, parathyroid disease symptoms: a lump in the neck, difficulty speaking or swallowing, muscle weakness, sudden increase in blood calcium levels, that is hypercalcemia, fatigue, drowsiness, urinating more than usual, which may cause you to be dehydrated and very thirsty, bone pain and broken bones, kidney stones. Students, I want to tell you that I am giving you a brief idea of from every chapter, but you have to go through your book properly. So for any doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. Thank you, students, and have a nice day.